We're Group P, and today we'll be doing an HCI analysis of our product, WellTek. So what is WellTek? WellTek is a medicine dispensing kiosk intended to address a lot of the inaccessibility surrounding over-the-counter medicine access. Access to over-the-counter medicine and first aid supplies is a fundamental healthcare necessity. However, many individuals lack access. Limited availability. Pharmacies may not be open 24/7, making it difficult to access over-the-counter medications and first aid. Lack of reliable transportation may lead to struggle in reaching pharmacies. The cost of medication can be prohibitive for low-income individuals. Some people may also be uncomfortable requesting medication at pharmacy counters. And without proper education about medicine use, individuals may not be able to treat minor ailments. Additionally, unhoused individuals may lack stable delivery address, and shipping is a process which takes time rather than being instant. And lastly, letting health issues go untreated could cause them to escalate into emergencies. As I mentioned, WellTek is a medical service kiosk designed to be an accessible form of medical assistance. The 24/7 availability means users can access what they need when they need it. Strategic placement of WellTek in rich nightlife areas with high transient populations, and college campuses minimizes transportation barriers. Low-cost medication addresses issues of financial constraints. AI-powered medical assistant makes users more comfortable sharing their symptoms and helps guide users to what medication may be right for their symptoms. WellTek also contains the medications within the kiosk. The dispensing process is instantaneous, cutting out any delivery time. WellTek also allows users to call emergency services at any time in the process. Now we'll take a look at some of the HCI components of the design of the WellTek interface. The first one is user control and freedom. Persistent back arrow buttons on all screens ensure seamless navigation and error recovery. The return to main screen option provides a clear exit point, preventing user frustration. It also empowers users with intuitive pathways, reducing friction and enhancing flow. Clear affordances like labeled buttons support the goal of execution, and intuitive navigation aids evaluation by reinforcing user control.
The kiosk interface is similar to a smartphone app or smartphone interface. This means that the user is able to draw on their past experiences and past mental models, and will be able to acclimate easily to interacting with the kiosk interface. The user interacts with the kiosk interface mainly through touch gestures, such as tapping, for example. In this way, direct manipulation takes place and allows the user's actions to be completed much faster than before, and the user is more aware of what their action options are. The interface also complies with the consistency and standards heuristic, as it draws upon the user's previous experiences with other products. Maintaining this consistency with other products also lessens the cognitive load on the user. Error prevention. The interface includes feedback on several user actions. Feedback informs the user if an action was done correctly or not, and this helps guide the user towards their intended outcome. The back button is present on all screens of the interface, and this helps prevent user errors or action-based slips. This ensures that the user always feels in control of the situation and always has a way out. Interface elements such as labeled buttons, for example, show clear affordances and signify possible actions, which helps bridge the gulf of execution. Additionally, meaningful feedback helps inform the user if they achieve their intended outcome or not, and this helps bridge the gulf of evaluation. Recognition rather than recall. As we mentioned earlier, elements such as buttons and their actions are made visible and clear at all times. And information is conveyed by icons and text and ensures that the user is informed of what their potential actions are. This means that the user does not have to infer or recall what different interface elements accomplish, as they can simply recognize it easily. Recognizable icons and text decrease the cognitive load on the user, since they don't have to constantly recall and memorize information, and can instead just view and recognize what they have to do.
And so now we're going to talk about WellTek and its limitations. And so while WellTek introduces a brand new approach to self-service healthcare and is powered by AI medication recommendations, because of its novelty to the market, it still has several limitations. Starting out with its limited diagnostic abilities, because it is AI, it may misinterpret vague or complex symptoms that may have been caught or handled better with human oversight. There is a risk of misuse by the users who may take more medications than they need, which may potentially cause harm to themselves or others, which can be caused by false or exaggerated symptoms, which need to be handled also by more human oversight. And then also accessibility barriers, which is by the interface, which may be challenging for elderly users or those who are unfamiliar with a lot of technology. And so some of the areas of improvement that could happen are to improve diagnostic clarity by adding more guided and adaptive questioning, integrating usage monitoring and input validation, which would prompt users to confirm their choices, ensure that they have selected exactly what they meant to, and also alert admin in case of misuse if they see if the system sees a pattern or potential suspicious actions, and also to improve the interface accessibility by including a wider range of languages, input options such as voice commands, or the ability to increase the size of the text to make it more readable. In addition to this, the potential refinements that could be put in place is to present the rationale behind the medical recommendations. This would improve the cognitive directness for users, and users can check if this aligns with their needs at the time based on the symptoms that they put in. Additionally, by enhancing the multi-step process to gather symptoms in several stages, have an indicator of progress, such as a progress bar, to improve the diagnostic reliability and ensure that it can tackle more complex problems. And finally, to increase the inclusive design, as mentioned earlier. So just refining the UI with contrast ratios, voice prompts, and touch-based indicators to allow users with different needs to still be able to use the system effectively. And so, in conclusion, WellTek is a self-service AI-powered vending machine offering access to basic medication and amenities. It offers quick symptom-based recommendations and support when traditional healthcare access is limited, and it is meant to serve unhoused individuals or those in a crisis who need quick, judgment-free, and affordable healthcare.